Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Perfect. And listen up. While you're focusing on your breathing, let's talk about something crucial, your health. Most folks know it's important to get in shape and slim down. Let's be real here. Everybody's been fooling themselves for too long, indulging in candy, soda, and unhealthy snacks like there's no tomorrow. Everyone gets you gotta shape up and get fit. But even when I'm stuffed, I can't resist another bite. Take a moment to think about it. You know how it goes. Waiting in lines to satisfy your cravings, binge watching TV, devouring buttery popcorn, and those excuses about not having time to cook healthy meals or exercise. We've all been there. And you already know how crucial it is to shape up and trim that waistline. But food's got me in a tight spot, calling the shots too. Now take another deep breath. What about the circle you're spinning with your habits? You already know how to shape up and drop the excess weight. But I sneak food on the sly, feeling pretty low. It's time to face the truth and take responsibility for your health. Everyone knows it. Deep down, you already know what needs to be done. But even thinking about changing eating habits can send me into a panic. Sooner or later, we all come to realize the importance of making healthier choices. Some people get it, you gotta get in shape literally. But I'm always after food even when my belly is fit to burst. Most of us know you gotta kick those extra pounds to the curb and shape up. But I can't get food off my mind, it's all I think about. Some people may not realize how prevalent shapes like polygons are in our everyday life, from stop signs to soccer balls. Most of us recognize the significance of volume in geometry, extending beyond flat shapes into three-dimensional space. It's pretty common to realize it's time to shape your body back to health. And while you're getting comfortable, remember how much space you need to feel good. Soon you'll take up all the breathing space, the couch space, and more. You keep saying I'll just have one more cheat day and then I'll get back on track. But you never do. Because food's my safe haven, my one reliable source of comfort. So just breathe. Everybody knows that slimming down and shaping up leads to a healthier you. But food's my go-to escape from reality. And it's a very common experience to find beauty in the symmetry of geometric shapes, reflecting harmony. Take a few more relaxing breaths, because you've known all along how to recognize and appreciate perfect proportions. You've always known how to shape yourself into a healthier version, but I'm trapped in a cycle of overeating and regret. I can't see a way out. And while you're relaxing and getting even more comfortable into a state of zen, remember you keep telling yourself, the idea of cutting back on food scares the heck out of me. And while you're sitting on your butt, indulging in a cycle of self-sabotage, and don't even try to tell me you need to eat all that junk food to feel better, because we both know that's a load of crap. There was once a time you didn't fully get how important it is to shape up and get your body back on track. Take a breather, because sooner or later, you'll fully get how cool geometry is. Everyone figures it out. And let's admit it, there's something oddly satisfying about wrapping your head around geometric principles and seeing how they shape your world. Sooner or later, everyone realizes you gotta trim the fat and shape up. Now while you're relaxing, let's talk about those excuses you keep saying. I'll just hit the gym super hard tomorrow. But let's be honest, that tomorrow never seems to come. It's kind of satisfying to tighten up those trouble spots and shape up. But exercise feels like a chore I can never get done. And don't even get me started on the whole healthy food is too expensive spiel. You've been dropping cash on fast food and sugary drinks like it's going out of style, and all while complaining about the cost of eating right. Everybody knows getting motivated is the first step to shaping up. No matter how hard I try to motivate myself, I can't seem to stick to a routine. Most folks can appreciate how geometry is baked into nature's design, like how flower petals arrange themselves or how sunflower seeds spiral out. Take a sec. You already know how crucial it is to drop the weight and shape up. You already know how honeycomb cells fit together like a perfect puzzle to store honey, or how broccoli's fractal patterns are like nature's way of saying, I've got this. Maybe there once was a time when you didn't fully grasp the importance of shaping up and getting back in form. But I make promises to myself to exercise more, but I always end up breaking them. Now take a deep breath and let's tackle those tired excuses. You'd rather veg out on the couch with chips and dip than break a sweat, perpetuating a cycle of laziness and bad food choices. It's time to snap out of it and own up to your health. Everyone gets that shaping up and reaching your weight loss goals is key. But the thought of breaking a sweat makes me cringe, even though I know it's important. Some people might not notice how apple seeds form a perfect star, or how onion rings stack up like circles within circles, but once you see it, it's everywhere, and it feels good to work on shaping up and getting healthier. You've known all along how shapes and squares and spirals pop up in everything from mint leaves to galaxy formations. Maybe there was a time when you didn't know how these shapes mattered, but sooner or later you start seeing them everywhere. In every culture, these shapes show up, reminding us of the beauty and order in the world. Most people know the satisfaction that comes with shaping up and reaching your weight loss goals. So take it easy, breathe, start appreciating the geometry around you. It's pretty cool once you give it a chance. And now that you've got me started on body shapes, I bet you don't even know how special you are. Since ancient times, mathematicians have been obsessing with finding what makes things perfect. They've stumbled upon something called the golden ratio, which is like nature's secret code for perfection. The golden ratio shows up all over your body, making you perfectly proportioned without even realizing it. Like, think about the distance between the top of your nose and the center of your lips. It's spot on, the golden ratio. Even the length of your arms and legs compared to your torso. Yep, golden ratio strikes again. But wait, there's more. The length of your forearm compared to your hand. Close to 1.618. That's the magic number. And did you know the length from your eyebrows to the end of your nose compared to the length from your nose to your chin? It's so close to the golden ratio. So basically your body is naturally rocking that golden ratio vibe, making you perfectly proportioned from head to toe. That's how special you are. And once upon a time, people thought the human body was the centerpiece of beauty and harmony, believing that we were all made in the likeness of God. Kinda makes you think, doesn't it? And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a story inspired by the book Apollo's Angels, a history of ballet by Jennifer Homans. Now, you might be wondering why I'm telling you this story, but trust me, your subconscious mind will be listening, and it might do something wonderful for you a little later on, because according to Aristotle, ballet expresses the actions of men, their customs and their passions. See, everything from the steps to the stage design was all about numbers and measurements. So if you're into that stuff, you're basically a philosopher and a mathematician rolled into one. In 1570, Charles IX, King of France, was feeling super pumped about the arts, so he decided to start an academy. Now, these poets weren't just into writing fancy poems. They were all about exploring big ideas. They believed that hidden beneath all the craziness of life was this divine harmony orchestrated by God himself. For them, it was like cracking the code of the universe, using numbers, proportions, and designs to uncover the secrets of God's plan. So fueled by their passion for creativity and a thirst for divine knowledge, they set out to create a bold new version of art and spirituality that would leave a lasting mark on the French culture for centuries to come. They were downright passionate about the power of dance, music, and poetry. They didn't just see it as entertainment, they saw it as a path to something higher, something spiritual. And here's where it gets really wild. They believed that by choreographing movements with mathematical precision, they could actually tune in to the celestial harmonies. Picture this. They'd pour their hearts into these performances, meticulously syncing up dance steps with the rhythm of music and poetry. But it wasn't just about hitting the right beats. It was about unlocking the secrets of the universe through numbers and geometry. They'd analyze every move, every angle, like they were decoding the language of the gods. And when they finally unveiled their masterpiece, it was like a symphony of mathematics and spirituality. The story they told wasn't just a fairy tale, it was a deeply symbolic journey of passion, reason, and transcendence. And the way they danced it was like watching poetry in motion. Every step a precise calculation, every gesture a brushstroke on the canvas of the universe. People were mesmerized. They saw something more than just a performance. They saw a glimpse of the divine, a reminder that we're all part of something greater than ourselves. That's the magic of ballet, isn't it? It's not just about moving your body, it's about moving your soul, about reaching for the stars and dancing among the angels. But for most people who have studied ballet, it began in 1661 with the opening of the Royal Academy of Dance, thanks to King Louis XIV of France. Maybe you know him as the Sun King. He was all about infusing the court with that unmistakable touch of elegance and refinement. Now, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill dance school. Oh no, this is the pinnacle of French sophistication, the centre of grace. For Louis, with all the energy of a true monarch, dance was no longer about waging wars. It was about exuding innate elegance and finesse, whether on the battlefield or in the ballroom. Back in the day, dancing held a place of honour among the noble arts, alongside gallant horsemanship and the art of welding swords. But Louis, with his visionary spirit, aimed to elevate it to celestial heights, and so he established the Academy, not just as an institution, but as a declaration that the courtly scene was evolving towards a realm of pure elegance, sophistication, with a distinctively French touch. Instead of the battle cries now, were the lifting melodies of ballet that would grace the halls of the palace. Just imagine it. Instead of soldiers marching, you had dancers gliding across the parquet floors. The movements a testament to the artistry of the French spirit. It wasn't just about physical prowess anymore. It was about embodying the very essence of grace, painting masterpieces with every plie and every pirouette. And thus, my friend, ballet became the quintessential expression of elegance, the beating heart of the royal court, where every movement was a tribute to the rich tapestry of history. And in ballet, the first position wasn't just about turning out your feet wildly like some vulgar acrobat. No, it was about precision. Your toes were elegantly turned out at a perfect 45-degree angle, heels snugly together, creating a flawless geometry, allowing you to move gracefully along the perfectly calculated diagonal. Ballet had a unique elegance that set it apart from music. After all, a harpist could have a hunchback and still play beautifully, but in ballet, every movement had to be executed with precision and grace. Dancing wasn't about physicality. It was a sophisticated, mathematical expression where every step, every gesture was like a carefully crafted equation on stage. So let's dive into something deep, Sometimes life feels like a quest, a journey to find meaning and purpose. And right now it seems like you've been wandering off course. You've been diving headfirst into junk food like it's the answer to all your problems. But deep down you know it's not. You know those moments when you're practically drooling on your way to the store for another junk food fix, or waiting longer for a greasy delivery than you would for a hot date? Yeah, those moments need to stop. It's time to focus. Hey there, friend, let's journey into a realm where mathematics and spirituality intertwine, where the elegance of shapes and forms reveal profound truths about our existence. It's a journey that invites us to connect with the divine essence within ourselves. You see, there's a saying that goes, God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. It's a reminder that we're all not just random beings in this universe, but rather a reflection of something greater, something sacred. But here's the thing, we often forget this truth and start treating our bodies like trash cans, stuffing them with junk food, neglecting their true worth. We become fixated on achieving alien proportions with our bodies, as if they're the key to our happiness. But let me tell you something. True beauty isn't about conforming to some external standard of perfection. It's about embracing the perfect geometry of your being, recognizing that you are already a masterpiece, perfectly created by the divine. So let go. Instead, surrender to the sacred geometry that lies within you, for they are what make you truly divine. And remember, you're not just a physical being, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and in that experience there is beauty, there is grace, and there is an infinite wisdom. Ever find yourself reaching for comfort food when you're stressed? Sometimes it's helpful just to acknowledge those emotions and feed them with the fruits and vegetables from Mother Nature. You know how a change in perspective can make all the difference? That's what it's about. Instead of seeing exercise as a chore, try reframing it as an opportunity to take perfect strides and run or dance in those graceful legs of yours. And in a moment, It will be time to wake up from your mental journey. And when you open your eyes, take your time to look around. Notice the perfect structures and symmetry in the world around you. The way buildings stand tall and strong. The way nature creates patterns that are both beautiful and precise. And as you reconnect with the world around you, take a moment to appreciate your own perfectly proportioned body. Feel the strength and vitality coursing through you, knowing that you are perfectly designed by nature to thrive. And speaking of nature, remember the abundance of nourishment that Mother Nature provides. Take a moment to appreciate the wholesome foods that sustain your body and nourish your soul. From fruits and vegetables to whole grains and lean proteins, each bite is a gift from the earth, helping you fuel your journey towards health and wellness. So take a deep breath, soak in the beauty of the world around you, and carry this sense of appreciation and gratitude with you as you continue on your path. You are a perfect reflection from the world around you, and you're capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. So when you're ready to stretch out, wriggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.